Hey everybody out there, this is Chris Nicholson. I was putting away some music in some cabinets and I actually found this. This is what I found today in mint condition, except for the sticker right there which says $5, but that's a Roland VA7. I have the VA76 at home, which is a 760p version of it. Technics was still in business, 2002. That's the Technics PR1000. And that was the last grand piano that they made. Oh my gosh, well, this is when Roland made Arranger digital pianos. You don't even see that anymore. Casio had their lighted Salviano digital piano. You don't see that anymore. You don't see Casio lighted Salviano digital pianos anymore. Okay, so I see a VA7. This right over here, this is a PSR 9000 Pro. 9000 Pro. They didn't put PSR in there. One of my friends has one of those. This keyboard I gave to my little cousin, that's an Easy 30. This is the PSR 540. And this is the Technics, that's when Technics was in business. I wish I would have seen Technics when they were now. The P50. And underneath here, that's the KN6000. I have one of those at home. This one over here, this is, that's Panasonic. Made by Technics. That's a Panasonic. Casio launched their lighting keyboards right over here, so that's like an LK something. This is the old Yamaha Disclavier Mark II series, I think it is. It shows all the home keyboards that were in 2002. Everything from Technics to Yamaha. Suzuki's still on the line. You don't see Suzuki, that's when the SP30, the SP70, it shows you every single detail feature. I remember reading all of this stuff. The Technics PR1000, that was the highlight. Back then when, of course, Yamaha had their Clavinovas, Technics overcame Yamaha. And so if you had a Technics keyboard back then, or still these days, it's considered gold. That's a Suzuki, I remember these. The HG500s. Suzuki was in full-fledged. You know how many of these I had and ordered? And then it tells you about the upright digital pianos, what all the specs are. So this is the grand models right here. These are the portable digital keyboards. These are all the Samick digital pianos. So you had everything from the SXP 511, which you could have in ivory or if you want it in black. And this is the SXP 411. Yes, the GX 515N, and so on and so forth. Oh, by the way, Samick was powered by EMU. A lot of people, including me, are still using EMU sounds. That was a Baldwin Concert Master. So that same piano that I showed you, they had the player Concert Master on there, which is really neat. This is Mason & Hamlin's piano disc. Mason & Hamlin's still in business. And I tell you this, they're the nicest company ever. There's the Casio Salviano. This is when Salviano started making really, still is really good. But Salviano went pro now. Over here, the Roland teaching system. I forgot, this is an MT module, right, which is really cool. The Vancouver company, never heard of that. This is a Chord. The Weber digital piano. They were a nightmare. They were ugly. They were disgusting. I told them many times I could have made their cabinets way better than they made them. This is explaining about MIDI in and out. And back then, the oscillators, the channels. What kind of computer is this? That is old. Who is General MIDI? So this is the beginning. Everybody wanted to know about General MIDI. What you could do with General MIDI. Now General MIDI is on every single keyboard. Wow. I own one of these way before. These are MIDI controller key stations. Kurzweil. Digital grand pianos, digital keyboards. The Mark III, you got the Mark VI, the Mark 12i, the Mark 12i in the grand piano version. I'm sorry, the Mark 112i, and the Mark 152i. I had the Mark 10, and I had the Mark 12i. No, and also I had a Mark 150, not a 152, but it looked just like that, which is really cool. And the back one, Yamaha Clavinova. This is what it was back then. So the models back then was a CVP 700, a CVP 107, and a 109. These are unbelievable. Keyboard magazine. And, you know, it's really, really cool just to go and reminisce through them.